Yeah, give me right one time for the one time.
One time for the one time.
Feel me? Lish 2 times. You know the vibes.
Oh yeah, Lish 2 times. That's what it is now.
I like to tell us something.
All right, everybody. Lish 2 times is in the building. What up, Lish? How are you? Make sure you talk into your mic and tell us all about what happened on Sunday, because I seen all the pictures and I was tight because you invited me. But I had a whole press day here. I was thinking when I was in my press day, I was like, there's no way I would have made it, because I thought I was going to bust a move and come back down. I'm like, this place would have been crazy because I had to like keep order in the situation. But that's why I had you come up after so you can give us the recap of it.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to be here.
And that's King.
Hi, King.
So she puts the king in the duh. I'm the duh king and you the I.
Okay. King and I.
We might have to stop breaking it down.
One day we'll say it right. I'm the duh. She and then she.
It's just gonna be the king and I, and that's it. They could decide.
Yeah.
Because they would assume that I'm the king because I'm DWI. You know, let's just say that. But
are you DWI?
Yeah, that's it. So anyway, welcome to the new Blacks on Wall Street. Yeah, that's where we are right now.
No, we really on Wall Street.
Yeah.
So, thank you for having me come back. You know what I'm saying? I done been to a couple of your radio shows when you was in Brooklyn, when you was in the Bronx, and now you in a city.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? I follow you to every borough.
Yeah.
Way back like Fast Shoelaces, you did?
Right, Fast Shoelaces, yes. Shout out to Money Lynn. We did that interview up in near Soundview during the, right after the pandemic at that spot.
Right. That was
that was the first time. Yeah. That was a good interview too. I enjoyed myself.
You side, that's my side.
Yeah. So tell us what you promoting, what you had going on Sunday.
So listen, well, what I had going on Sunday, I did brunch in Bloom. I did a nice little brunch or whatever. One of the things that I feel like artists don't do a lot, we complain about, oh, this costs money, that costs money, but what are you doing? Like right now, I'm in a nice space with my brand. Mm-hmm. So if there's people willing to come out to see me, to hang out with me, like at some point, it got a cost to be in my presence. And artists are not, growing. And one of the things that the girl I had to do PR for this event for me said was like, you're too humble. You should have got a bigger venue because it was packed. Mm. So I did a brunch. It's the new year. I felt like everybody always had these New Year resolutions. I was like, all right, bet we all blooming this year. Cool. So I called it Brunch and Bloom. I forbidden the color black. Mm. And
so nobody had on nothing black?
Yeah, it was definitely one of those things where if you came to my party with any kind of black at the door, they were instructed to tax you. Absolutely, 110%.
Oh, I thought you were about to say $110. I was about to say
no. Nice. It was 110%, meaning like I'm gonna pop this right here next to you. But it was definitely one of those things where it was Brunch and Bloom. So, you think of flowers in spring, that's when everything's blooming. And people say, why you don't do that in spring? I'm like, I might do another one in May, but I feel like we're all blooming. And just because it's cold outside doesn't mean we got to go to black, gray, navies. I wanted people in pastel colors, floral prints, and to come and share some good vibes, good energy, eat, drink, party. I had my producer, DJ, shout out to Ali the Greatest.
Oh, that's my guy.
Yeah, that's one of my producers. My main producer, he produced my album last year, the Ramadan album. And he produced the song that I have out right now, Baking Soda, which is currently in rotation, Power 105.1 on the radio with and DJ J Hood remixed it. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Star Brim, shout out to Steph G, shout out to Nick Buck, shout out to Commodore, shout out to Holiday the Golden Child from Jocelyn's Cabaret, shout out to all the it girlies that popped out on me on Sunday. Because it was really it was a movie. Shout out to all the media who came out on a Sunday, because I know that media, shout out to V.S. the King, shout out to Cherry Martinez, shout out to everybody who popped out on me, because people were coming from Jersey, Connecticut, different places to be there on a Sunday, and it's a brunch. And
any highlights that you want to highlight?
The highlight for me is just having people come out for me
to show love, just
regardless of who they are, and to show love, just to be in my presence. You know what I'm saying? People that I don't necessarily know. I'm one of those people that always appreciate the media. You know what I'm saying? I had a private buffet for them before red carpet.
See, King. Could have ate good, but no, you want to be in Pennsylvania.
Exactly, because I'm a firm believer that you got to I take care of media, but I'm also very hard on people. Like, you cannot overpromise and undeliver with me. Right. So when you're filling out these forms and you say you're going to do XYZ, and then you don't deliver, like, it gives me momentum to put more money behind my events. And like, you could come, but you're not on my approved media list, so you can't no longer be a part of XYZ. Because I feel like artists were always being slighted. People are stealing from us all the time. When you pay for a service and they don't provide the service, they're stealing from you.
Right.
So, and I'm just now getting to a space where I'm comfortable saying, like, no, I'm not going to allow you to steal from me. Like, I'm an established artist now. I'm verified on every platform that's just about. You're not going to play those games with me. And my days of being, like, overly humble are, like, far behind me. And I am going to correct something you said earlier, like that I came from the Scott Morris camp. That's not true. Actually, Scott Morris, I met him through Stunna Dior indirectly, and I did go on a leg or two of his tour, but I don't come from that camp. I've never like really got a chance to work with Scott outside of me hopping on one of his tours, and that was it. So I really don't.
I think I'm just saying that's where I remember like that era that I was dealing with him. Not so much. I don't know if you was on the tour now. I was just saying that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotta put that out there. No shade, but I just feel like every time like good things start happening, more and more people try to take credit and say you came through their doors. And the reality is I'm going to be one of those artists that have to be very, very honest and transparent. Like, nothing came out of certain situations. You know what I mean? Like, nothing came out of certain situations. And in fact, there's a reason why you don't see me around certain situations anymore. You know what I mean? So I just had to put that out there. But but shout out to Money Lynn though, because, she's one of the few publicists that I've ever worked with that never overpromised and underdelivered. So yeah, shout out to her.
Definitely.
Yeah. Worth every penny. Okay. But yeah.
It definitely sounded like it was a big deal. So I see why you say you probably should have got a bigger venue. I'm
always like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that for me, I'm just always like, so like, oh my God, y'all came. Oh my God. Y'all excited to be here. And y'all excited. And y'all like screeching and stuff. And y'all follows my dress code. Like everything's like that just make me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta appreciate your people.
So all my people. What has been the most challenging or the most entertaining coming out of the pandemic? Because we all coming off of that, trying to get our feet back into and I believe we all had some really good momentum going up to 2018.
Yeah.
19. Because I remember everybody being outside
doing
stuff.
What's so crazy is I just started during the pandemic though. Like I wasn't, I was on a hiatus from the industry completely. I just started during the pandemic, started doing music again during the pandemic. I just started like getting my feet wet, recording again, and had to find my sound during the pandemic. So like these last two, like that time during the pandemic was like my practice run, me figuring it out, me getting in with choreographers to see if I want to do this and developing a sound. Like I threw an EP out there, and it's so nice to listen to where I was at that point and say, oh, okay. Now I'm doing this for real. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like in a space where I'm able to be like opinionated musically, and I'm able to choose better. And, I have a clear vision of what my brand is,
Fans love seeing the growth too, though. You know what I'm saying? They love they love that. They don't really want the fakeness anymore. They want to see you from the bottom, working your way up. So
no more. They don't really like the manufactured artists anymore. So they say.
Yes.
I think it's true though.
Like organically,
I think yes, because I don't know, like I be saying sometimes like I can't be a fan of you if you wasn't an artist that came out when I was a child, like when I was a kid in my child underage era. But like I find that I still find people that if I feel like a connection with them, like they're authentic and you know what I'm saying? I like the way they think, I like the way they talk, carry themselves.
Yeah.
I still can like them, and I may be older than them, or I might, you know what I'm saying? Like, and my son might be like, you fangirling. I'm just like, listen, this is really cute. Like, I really like this, or I really like that. So I think
people
they like authenticity.
Yeah, exactly. They appreciate that.
I think that sometimes, though, as an artist, it's hard to be authentic when you're still finding, again, your sound, right? You're finding your image. And, like for me, I'm constantly fighting when people put me in a box because, people always want to say, oh, she's a Muslim artist. And I'd be like, no, I'm an artist that happen to be Muslim. When Destiny's Child was singing Amazing Grace on their album, they didn't get put in the gospel category. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when you're constantly always trying to fight your way out of boxes that the public put on you, even the people that you're paying to work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pay you to work for me. You don't get to dictate what it is I go out as. You can give me advice and say, hey, this is working right now because you have this going on and we should run with this. That's fine. But you don't get to keep me exiled over here. And then I'm watching you do this, that, and a third with others. And I'm like, why am I being left out? Oh, because,
we decided that you were this and not that. No.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, all my life I had to fight.
All my life.
All my life,
Oh, man.
Well, speaking of the new, let's get into this bacon. You said baking soda, okay?
Yeah.
Let's get into this bacon soda.
And shout out to DJ Will. Shout out to On the Radar Radio. Shout out to everybody who's spinning that right now. You feel me? Yeah. And shout out to DJ J Hood because I love this remix. Yeah. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
We're throwing it back. We're throwing it back. Party 1019. New York's number one. She can't take it no more. And now you can get A-list pretty up. She you found the new Party 1019, New York's number one for throwbacks.
And who you said produced that joint?
So that is produced by Ali the Greatest, but DJ J Hood remixed it. So that's the DJ J Hood remix. Yeah.
Shout out Ali, man.
Shout out to It's the Motherfucking Greatest.
Yeah.
Super producer Ali the Greatest. Shout out to that guy. You feel me?
So when it comes to your music, are you enjoying the control and the creative direction that you're going in now?
Yes. I'm so happy to finally have made it to this space. Because I feel like before, everybody's just searching that microwave music, just trying to go viral, just trying to do this, trying to do that. Now I'm just in a space where I'm just building a catalog. And
that's important. Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, I'm just in a space where I'm building a catalog and I want to give people something that's meaningful. Like people are dancing to baking soda, but like if you listening to the verse, I'm actually saying something, but the beat and everything make it sound so good. So I try to make my messages sound like I'm not condemning anyone. I'm not condoning it either. We can turn up, but it don't gotta be that way all the time. You feel me? So I think that, I'm definitely happy to be in a space where I'm still able to have fun with it. And I'm able to also bring in other creatives to help me on this journey too. Before I was a lot more arrogant, like I can do it. And now I'm in a space where I can do more because I'm bringing in people, or people are tapping on my shoulders and I'm letting them in now.
Is that a New York thing, being arrogant, not willing to work with others and collaborate? Do you think?
No, I think that New Yorkers are willing to collaborate with each other. I think that, like, for me, when I say bring other people in, like, I would never work with a bunch of different producers. I got people in my DMs now. Are you accepting beats? And the reality is, unless you're an established producer at this stage, I'm not really willing to work and just accept beats from anybody, because I don't want to deal with paperwork issues if that becomes the record. I don't want to deal with, a lot of other stuff that comes with dealing with a lot of different people, right? I'm very comfortable with my relationship with Ali the Greatest. I'm very comfortable with my relationship with Bully with the Bucks. I'm very comfortable with my relationship with Ty the Sound Guy. Those are like my trinity of producers / engineers. And if I work with anybody outside of that, it's because they're paying me.
Gotcha.
That's just, where I'm at with it right
now. Sometimes it makes sense to, not get too crazy. Yes, you have your influence, but you already chose who your team is, and you could just expand on that. And
it's important to have a team, that's a fact.
I don't have one per se, but I have
your three.
Yeah, Trinity's a team.
I have the guys that I'll call when it's time to get that sound right. Yeah.
That's dope. So, all right, we in January, closing out. We're going into February. You got any more events or things that you're gonna be a part of coming up, or any projects dropping?
New York Fashion Week is my favorite holiday. Y'all like holiday. Easter and Christmas, and I like New York Fashion Week. Okay. So right now it's just
somebody said what happened to me. Oh, somebody left somebody in the comments, but they in my chat. MPEO official.
What do they mean? Like as far as submitting beats to me? Or are they talking about beats? Listen, New York Fashion Week my favorite holiday. So when it comes to what I got coming up, just like be on go to lish2x.com, check out the blog because I have my own blog on my website.
As you should.
As I should. You feel me? And it's called the Witness List, Witness by Lish. So all the events I go to, everything I typically will do a write-up. If we get some good pictures, I'll even do a write-up about the fact that I was here today. And I'm also a contributor to FM Hip Hop now. Shout out to Cherry Martinez. Okay. So I'm also in my media personality space too. So the music is great, but if I'm gonna be outside, it gotta work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like we all talk about being outside to network, but as an artist now it's like I don't want to oversaturate myself. So if I'm outside, I need it to make sense. Why am I out here? All right, I'll get the content, and if I like you, if I like what's going on, I'll write about it. If I feel moved to. You feel me?
So do you enjoy writing? Is that one of the things?
Yeah, my first degree was in liberal arts, so I took a lot of speech, autobiography writing, poetry writing, a lot of theater, acting, like screen. So I definitely dabbled in a lot of literary type stuff earlier on. So I kind of feel like it's full circle. Yeah.
And okay, Hollywood opened back up. There's a lot of Tubi movies coming out. You doing any acting now? Like, cause you got a lot of energy every time I see you. Always all over.
They don't call me. So people don't call me for movies, and I think that's another challenge I'm gonna have to go through with what my image is, because how I dress, how I look. I feel like people treat me like I'm unapproachable or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe I have no idea.
I don't know, because you have a perky personality to me. So I don't see unapproachable.
You seem approachable.
Well, it's not that. I think that it's just a challenge because it's like she wears hair wraps all the time. She, so she's a little bit more conservative. So I don't know. Maybe it's that. I don't know. But if somebody got a role for me, all they got to do is call me. Luke Steffen, what's goody? I'm waiting for my role. What's up? I like Tubi.
Luke Steffen is crazy. So, all right, what's the next record? Because before we go, we're going to talk a little after 5 o'clock, but I want to make sure that we get the record on while we're on the
So it depends, because I sent you 3 records and I told you to pick the 2 that you like.
Okay, so
yeah. So did you even listen?
I was about to say that shows him.
Did you even listen to all 3? Like what we doing?
I've ran through a bunch of stuff in here, but to say what I retained, I'm not gonna even front.
Okay, well you gotta retain Lish 2 times.
See,
you gotta retain Lish, because let me tell you something. The difference is, and not like. You know what I'm saying? Between Lish and a lot of these other artists, I'm not chasing microwave music. You feel me? I'm chasing something that's you're gonna listen to 10 years from now and still feel like there was something in it for you.
Oh, I know who was talking.
Yeah.
MPE. Who's MPE? Because they're in the chat room. That's who it was.
Oh, Music Palace Entertainment.
So you must have missed this name.
I'm so sorry. Shout out to Todd Muhammad. You know what though? It's different though, because Todd is actually, he is a producer, but he's more like an executive producer. He's someone who has a team of producers. That's a very new thing. So Todd is when I was talking about accepting help from other people. Todd is what I was referring to, actually. I didn't say his name, but he's someone who gives me records, reference tracks and everything.
That's dope.
And I've been but then he said, nah, sit down, because Bully with the Bucks and I got in a studio with him, and Bully was like, he know what he doing, but Todd got plaques, you know what I'm saying, dating back to Aaron Carter. So I believe in Todd. I believe in what he's doing with me, and one of those records that I gave you is actually a Todd Muhammad record, Todd Boogie record. So it's called Got Next, and we dropping a record together on February 5th too. It's called Standing on Business.
Yeah, that's what we got next. Shout out to MPE then. Salute to all producers. You know, I'm always from the producer's point of view first.
Shout out all the producers.
Shout out all the producers.
And that was the head, not the heart. She was definitely in here.
That was definitely the head, not the heart.
All right, so let's get into that joint right now.
Yeah.
throwing it back. We're throwing it back. The new Party 1019.
Drugs and weed, I'ma take a pass on that. I'ma call cap on that. Stealing from the streets, walking in a different path. Getting that elusive bag, hands in the air. This is when I dance in the fair. I'm about poking the bear. Can't see my hair, so we gonna turn up in here. Yeah, no, this vibe ain't fair. Hater, hands in the sky, I'm alone out of time. No need to be pressed. Yeah, Lish got next. Time to respect that, want nothing less. Hear me now, Lish got next. Do it till I got nothing less. Say it with your chest. Hear me now, Lish got next. Put me on the mountain with the best. Then confess. Hear me now, Lish 2X. I'ma pull up with the labels head to toe, with the scarf in the back, last drinking with the glow. Swag on the billion. When I hit the building, better get your man on point like yo. Bossed up there, freeze. I'ma get them all together like that on sight. See it in their face when they all find out. I'm the truth in the booth and I'm about that life. Hands in the sky, I'm alone out of time. No need to be pressed. Yeah, Lish got next. Time to respect that, want nothing less. Hear me now, Lish got next. Do it till I got nothing less. Say it with your chest. Hear me now, Lish got next. Put me on the mountain with the best. Then confess. Hear me now, Lish 2X. Isn't it a fact that I'm hotter than the oven? Outfits popping and I'm always bubbling. Even when you win a day, gonna say something, just raise your chin, let it keep on coming. You don't need to focus on my figure, clean out your ears. I flow like rivers, that's on life. Get your life. Maybe you can see me in another light. My hands in the sky, I'm alone out of time. No need to be pressed. Yeah, Lish got next. Time to respect that, want nothing less. Hear me now, Lish got next. Do it till I got nothing less. Say it with your chest. Hear me now, Lish got next. Put me on the mountain with the best. Then confess. Hear me now, Lish 2X.
That's right, pleased to meet you.
Say it with your chest. Lish 2X.
That's right, pleased to meet you.
Say it with your chest. Lish 2X.
That's right, pleased to meet you.
Say it with your chest. Lish 2X.
That's right, pleased to meet you.
Say it with your chest. Lish 2X. Hands in the sky, I'm alone out of time. No need to be pressed. Yeah, Lish got next. Time to respect that, want nothing less. Hear me now, Lish got next. Do it till I got nothing less. Say it with your chest. Hear me now, Lish got next. Put me on the mountain with the best. Then confess. Hear me now, Lish 2X. Hands in the sky, I'm alone out of time. No need to be pressed. Yeah, Lish got next. Time to respect that, want nothing less. Hear me now, Lish got next. Do it till I got nothing less. Say it with your chest. Hear me now, Lish got next. Put me on the mountain with the best. Then confess. Hear me now, Lish 2X.
Please, 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 please.
Say it with your chest. Lish 2X.
Please, 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 please.
Say it with your chest. Lish 2X.
Please, 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 please. Oh. You found the new Party 1019, New York's #1 for throwbacks.
That was a vibe.
So we went into full party mode over here.
Period.
Because I asked them to, bring the vibes and turn up for me because they was all quiet. But you came in, you rolled in
on energy.
I'ma pull up with the labels at the toe, with the scarf in the bag, last drinking with the glow. Hey. Swag on a billion. When I hit the building, better get your man on point. Like yo, I got.
Okay. Better get your man on point.
Like. Yeah.
Are you speaking to another dude saying get your man on point, or a girl to tell her to get her man on point because he's slipping?
Whatever's clever. Whoever it applies to, boo-boo.
I'm just checking.
You know what I'm saying? We gender neutral over here. Anybody could get it.
Oh. Well, we was somewhere. I mean, we got the business out now. I'm happy to do that part, and then I like to see personality because that's what they be wanting to see on whose internet is this week? Is this still Cat Williams' internet? Who's
this is Cat Williams' internet. I was watching his stand up on Netflix, and I really liked it. I think he's a funny guy, and I like him even more after that interview. Like he has no hair on his chest. I like people on his tongue. I like people like that because I used to be like that until I got in trouble with it, and then I just learned to just be quiet, girl.
Yeah.
Just said that.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get blackballed before you even get in.
Yeah.
He could do that.
He already got money.
He got some money.
Yeah, he already rich.
He's touring, so he good.
He great. In fact, them ticket sales is probably sold out. I probably can't get no tickets no more. I'm just have to go back to the back door.
So, all right, let's get the elephant in the room. Now it's 2-on-2, right? So Darius is out of here.
Damn.
Darius is out of here.
Yeah, like what you mean?
I want to know. Do you experience problems in this climate of dating men? I don't know. What's your preferences? Let me ask that first.
First of all, okay, straight to the date.
Yeah, okay. Go for it.
And no, like I don't have nothing against anybody who lives alternative lifestyles, but I don't dibble and dabble with anything. I am super heterosexual and I am taken, so I'm not in the dating field. So
right. So that means that you found somebody that you like and they like you and y'all good.
Yeah. So.
Okay. See, King can't get no smoke. Can't get no smoke.
But that doesn't mean anything because I used to be on. I used to. The thing about it is though, like it doesn't matter though because I used to be on Clubhouse for hours giving women like the juice because a lot of women definitely are like, I'm sorry, but they don't know how to talk to men. They don't know how to relate to men. They don't know how to get a man. They don't know how to keep a man. They don't know how to do a lot of those things. Like respectfully. I've had 3 men ask me to marry them. So some women can't get one, you know? So yeah, like maybe they should be listening to me. That's why, and I put that in my music too.
Oh, so you for the people. You gonna show them. I'm gonna show you how to do
I'm gonna show you how it's done. You know what I'm saying? And you know.
So guess what? I want a preview. I want to hear a preview of which, like, because you said some women don't know how to
get one man to
no. Speak to men.
They don't.
So. How would you advise a woman to speak to a man? It
depends on a man, though. Mm-hmm. The thing is, that's another thing. Like, men, a lot of times will treat women like their property. Like, they're one-dimensional, and women do the same thing to men. Mm-hmm. And you cannot do that. Mm-hmm. Everybody's an individual, and you have to treat them accordingly, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody's love language may be different than the others. And men are at different stages of their life. If I'm talking to a guy who's, late 20s, early 30s, I'm going to treat him different than I'm going to treat my preference, a guy that's like 45. I like guys that's like daddy status. Enough.
Oh, you came right on time.
Like mature.
And that was your choice, right?
So why?
My choice. Who choice gonna be? My dad don't like that.
But why? If you don't mind me asking.
Because number one, a lot of times they may have been married already before. They already made certain mistakes. They let the other girl cry the tears for you. Mm-hmm. So you ain't got to do that. Sometimes it's about the fact that they're more established. They're starting to at least build what they want to do instead of still figuring it out. Guys that are in their 20s are still figuring it out. Guys in their early 30s are still developing. Most guys don't actually get their feet planted in their actual careers or whatever it is that they're going to leave behind. If they even are the type of man to leave anything behind until their 40s, right? I don't advocate women building men. I think that is one of the worst things that they can do because what happens is like he resents you for it. You bossy, you telling him what to do. You're not staying in your goddamn place. So therefore, you end up being the comfort girl. You're the placeholder a lot of times until he finds what he really wants. When a man doesn't have a lot of money, he gets the girl he can get. When a man has money, he gets the woman that he wants. Yeah, and a lot of women think that they can, hold on to that same person when they get to the levels that you help them get to. Why do you think when that text out, she almost burned down her own damn house? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
men don't approach women like that either. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't approach a woman like, oh, everything is dope about her except this one thing I want to change. You know what I mean? Like, that would make no sense to me. Like, I don't know.
I think they do, though. I think men approach women that got all the stuff together, and then it's like, now I need to conquer her. Like, you sent another video like that too, D. And it's like, now I need to conquer her and tell her she needs to do this and she needs to do that.
Oh, no.
Like, don't meet me knowing my name is King and then tell me, oh, now you can't be the king, sir.
No. You gotta make a kingdom together.
Also, that's the thing, though, because a lot of times people think that they can digmatize or hypnotize somebody, and that doesn't work. You know what I mean? People don't really change. They may evolve, but they don't really change, right? So if a person's preference, like for instance, if you are a masculine person, you are a very domineering person, right? That's probably due to circumstances that has been embedded in you from your upbringing. You know what I mean? Like, you've probably never even encountered someone that made you feel safe enough to feel like you even want to take the back seat. So a man who's not at least at your level or above could never how dare you
right
and then how dare you even think that? Like, why are you so damn confident, sir? Like, why are you so damn confident that you think you could even do such a thing? Because the women, we know Ireland a lot of times, women get lipo, they do all kinds of enhancements to feel like they are perfect. Men will come with dingy drawers, yellow teeth, and got the nerve to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Why are you so confident? Who told you to be? Your mama coddled you a long time. And then women got to understand when a person is just, you may like them as an individual, but that doesn't mean you need to be romantic with them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that sometimes because women have not had enough men be genuinely nice and comforting, that they try to have relationships with everybody that they like, and it's dangerous.
I would agree with you on that because I feel like even like we have a lot of younger women that come to my events. I do events every Sunday, game nights. So even approaching them when I'm very cordial. I have a lady also, so and my lady's kind of nuts. So I ain't trying to like when I speak to them, it's very about business. But I could see
How long you been with that lady?
Probably 8 years. We've been together. Not probably. We've been together 8 years.
See, I would never I would tell her to leave you personally.
Wow.
You with a woman for 8 years, you don't got a ring on her finger. You have children with her.
Yes,
10 years.
See, that's a problem.
10-year marriage.
Giving these men access to your womb who hasn't even given you the honor and dignity of being his wife. Like that's part of the issue.
But I'm a believer that marriage is a business contract.
Okay, so you can believe that, but you have not even committed to the business with her, but yet you're giving her babies, something that is lifelong.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That that's problematic, and that tells me a lot about not judging you. Please don't take it the wrong way.
Of course.
But the mental capacity there alone, like me hearing something like that, I would tell her, like, girl, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. Because the same man like that will be with the girl for 8 years, give her babies and everything, and not marry her, will meet the woman when he gets the where he wants to be, that like literally and be married to her.
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm very transparent with my lady. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's as clear cut as black and white. It's very complex. It's like I don't think so. I'll be honest, like, and everybody has like everybody has their own situations. With me and my lady, we've been through so much. Like I said earlier, I've lost my parents with her. I've been ups and downs, traumatic experiences with her.
You put her through so much traumatic experiences with you, and she still doesn't have the honor and dignity of being your wife, even giving birth for children that will now bear your last name, your lineage, but yet she is still just a vessel, not a wife. So for me,
but eventually,
because if I'm supporting her,
do you plan on marrying her eventually?
No, I'll be honest, I don't believe in marriage.
Oh, you don't want to get married?
I don't believe in marriage. Yeah, I don't believe in marriage.
But you feel like she's the one because she was there before your parents passed?
So I would say that she has children also that I help and support. She's in my, like, I support and maintain everything. I help her. I help raise them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love her. Mm-hmm. But we've been through so much of things. It's not as clear cut as just pure love. You know what I'm saying? It's,
no,
we should be married.
You get married, you don't love that person all the time. There's going to be phases where you don't love that individual, but it's the commitment that's going to keep the marriage together. So I think that is problematic when, that's another reason what goes back to what I said earlier, when you meet someone,
I got another question nice for
you, just because they're nice to you, just because they're kind, just because they're polite, just because of whatever it is, doesn't mean that that's somebody you should be with, because love will come and go.
Of course.
But the level of commitment and endurance within reason, because I don't believe in just enduring any old foolishness either.
Of course.
But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to ask you if you think...
And I'm giving y'all free advice now. I used to charge girls $75.
I used to charge girls is crazy.
$75 for 30 minutes of my time. And that's still the race today for anybody who's inquiring. Keep going.
Do you think that the dynamics, like, it's a cultural thing? Like, you see how you said, like, the men don't have their stuff together, so you have to now look for the men that are, already divorced, already got their kinks out.
I don't have to look for
I'm just
them.
saying. That's
another thing.
Okay, maybe I'm
women gotta stop fishing.
I'm trying to rephrase what you said, and of course, I'm probably not rephrasing it correctly. So, but what I'm just the fact that younger women might be looking at older men as more stable, more secure, more established versus a younger guy. Because I'm just trying to figure out if you think it's a cultural thing, like within this culture. Because I see people in other cultures, young, married.
Yes.
Progressing.
Yeah, I have friends who got married, she was 18. He was like maybe 20, but he was in med school. So what they do, they live in his parents' basement and stuff like that. So that way he could graduate med school without debt. And she had her first baby while they were living in their parents' basement, right? Unfortunately, a lot of Black families feel like when their child get a certain age and get a job, they gotta start paying me some rent. They gotta start doing this. And I think that, I have a daughter, she can stay home until she's married. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can go away to college, come back, have a career, come back. Like, I don't believe that we should be kicking our children out into the world to pay rent, because how are they going to have anything in the future? How are they going to save? How are they, I pray that God blesses me with the wealth that I want, because I would love to be able to have a big old house, and my sister, my mom, everybody has houses on that land. Because why do we all need to have separate houses that we're paying to different people, right? People do that. That's the reason why people's mentality when it comes to marriage is what it is, because their idea of what family is so spread out. It's so individual.
Well, I'll be honest. It's the interaction now is completely different. Like I was just telling her earlier, my parents are baby boomers. Like so, even there, I got to see their marriage and witness it firsthand. I just think today, Jesus, I think today and age is just like this internet thing is kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like validating people. Like if you somebody who's thinking already something that's, I would say, the wrong way, you kind of have somebody there to validate your crazy way of thinking now. And I think like going through a lot of situations with my lady, I've witnessed women who I've been my friends, like I like encounter into the bad girl club type of vibes. People who I thought like are professional women, you know what I'm saying? And they entertain that, even though because my lady, I don't want to put her out there too much, but anyway. So I just think the day and age is kind of different.
What's the bad girls club kind of vibe?
Zeus Network kind of
No. I'm saying as far as the women, like what are they doing that you putting them in that?
Well,
like fist fighting or
no,
sleeping around,
just like their attitudes, their persona.
Okay.
Yeah, and I thought I would never
so
imagine.
It's like they ratchet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's also the culture that is now being like pushed.
Exactly.
So it's like, that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Like, people want to put me in a category as a Muslim artist because of the fact that I do not condone nor do I participate in that. And I'm like, it's not about like, for me, I'm dismantling stereotypes of what people think about Muslim women because I'm cool, but I'm also trying to dismantle stereotypes of what Black women are thought of by the outside world, because Zeus Network and before Zeus Network, it was MTV, The Real World, it was all these different things. And it wasn't just Black women then. We forget how we were seeing white girls getting drunk, fighting all over the real world.
It was Girls Gone Wild was all white girls.
Yeah, exactly. So we forget the fact that it was not Black women at that time period. It was absolutely a lot of white and Latina women or Italian or whatever, like Jersey Shore, right? So we forget that. But for me, dismantling those stereotypes is so important. And I even talk about that in the music because that lifestyle is being portrayed in the music, in the TV, and everybody want to be a city girl. And the reality is that everybody can't be a city girl.
Can't be that.
Yep.
And you can't be two things at once. Like you can't be like, I feel like a lot of people, like I tell my friends all the time, you want to be a businessman, but you in a gang. I'm saying, so it's like it's those two things.
Those are counterproductive.
Yeah, exactly. They collide. I feel like that's happening a lot in today's culture. I feel like.
Yeah.
So I want to, because that was some great dialogue, and we got our extra time of content that I wanted to create so that we can definitely share the music, share our experience as entrepreneurs. And again, this is coming from the new Black Wall Street, which is what DSN is now, the new Blacks on Wall Street. And when that movement happens and I get all the t-shirts made, we're going to stand outside in front of the bull, outside all entrepreneurs that are going to come down one nice summer. It ain't going to be the summer. It's going to be like a spring-like day in March or something like that.
March.
Yeah.
Give us April.
Nah, because sometimes it go up to like 60, like in March, like when it start really feeling itself. I can't wait to April.
When they do the groundhog,
that's in February.
That's February. Groundhog.
Groundhog is February.
I'm just saying, whenever it calls for us to be outside.
Snow in March, like
it sure can. I feel like after April 12th is good to go. Like that's the cusp of
even April. I don't even know about April.
Because I'm used to spending my winters in Texas.
You see how New Yorkers changed. Now we all soft. We can't go outside and low.
The last 2 winters in Texas.
So like spoiled.
She's like all my years before that don't even matter.
This is my first winter.
Scrap that. I do it all.
But anyway, so the point I was just trying to make is we the new Black Wall Street and the new Blacks on Wall Street, and we definitely, I want to salute and support all of the entrepreneurs and the independent artists that are out here striving and doing what they got to do to stay relevant, and that's what this station is about. So yeah, we on iHeartRadio, we on the Matrix Studios, We on social media live. And we the pioneers of this radio vision internet thing. And now we're pushing ourselves into the museum that they built, the hip hop museum.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, right?
I was there over the summer actually.
When they did the break-in?
They did an event. It was a lot of people there, like Flavor Flav. It was this was back in
August.
It was like the Hip Hop 50 event that they
lit.
did out there. I was there, yeah.
In the Bronx, you see?
Yeah.
So y'all could come. Don't be scared.
I don't really go to the Bronx like that either. I was like, why? Ain't no baseball games going on right now.
Ain't no baseball games.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't go to Yankee Stadium or Salsa con Fuego. I'll be thinking about Salsa con Fuego. Oh, Lil' Kim gonna be at Salsa con Fuego.
Now you gotta
Lil' Kim, what day?
What day?
My man DJ's for us, so I'm definitely going that night because we could be on stage and all that.
Really? All right, so
we
outside. Kim loves it.
Yeah. When is it though?
Is it on a Thursday?
No, it's on a Thursday.
On
Sunday.
Like maybe it might be the Sunday because Thursday we having a.
Well, tomorrow we at SOBs for Royal Flush. Royal Flush. Royal Flush is an artist, main artist that's down with Nas and them that he's dealing with lymphoma right now. He's fighting it. So they're doing like a charity.
Oh wow.
They're doing a charity event.
That's the Super Bowl happening too.
Super Bowl's happening.
Oh, I wasn't even tapped in. Who's in the Super Bowl?
That's what's on the flyer.
Oh yeah, who's in the Super Bowl?
Not yet, right?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's Stacey Elliott. That's the father of Ezekiel Elliott.
Look, he would know, right?
Involved in football. Okay, he played football himself.
Ezekiel Elliott. Shout out to him.
Football guy.
No doubt. All right, so yeah, we gonna slide out here. We're gonna get our pictures on, and we catch y'all on the next episode. See us tomorrow live, broadcasting live from SOBs for Royal Flush. All right.
Okay, listen, let's 2 times all streaming platforms. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
What was that third track? I'm gonna play the third track on the outro.
That third track, yeah, get to it. Get to that track.
Hey, I like the vibes.
Yeah, shout out to and your guy produced that one too.
Yeah, Ali, that's my guy, bro.